Hey there, this is Thomas Goss with the second video in my series of Sibelius 7 sound reviews. These reviews are ranked from most realistic to least realistic, and the keyboard sounds are very close in quality to the excellent percussion sounds that we looked at in the first review. Of course, a great piano sound is the heart of any sound set for the average piano-centric composer, and the Sibelius 7 piano sound is very satisfying. Eloquent on legato passages, sassy in stomping jazz, and aggressive in warhorse concerto playing. As with the percussion sounds, a full array of smart knobs is available for EQ and adjusting the attack and sustain. I had a lot of fun playing with these knobs, like cutting back the attack and cutoff so the piano sounded like a glass harmonica. The harpsichord sounds are particularly satisfying, with a choice of registrations that help bring out the most authentic approach in delicate solos, background continuo comping, or flashy showpieces like the Scarlatti Sonata. The attack is very quill-like instead of being too crunchy, and there's a nice set of high partials to the tone that increases its authenticity. I especially like the lute stop, though it's really more of a mute stop in the upper register and a lute stop for the lower keys. The electronic organ patches are all pretty standard, with typical rock, surf, and jazz sounds. Here's where the smart buttons really come in handy, with controls for percussive attack, rotary effects, and filter. It's nice for fine-tuning a pop arrangement, but there are no buttons for the cathedral organ patches, and that seems like a missed opportunity. The developers could have put in dials that could add different stops, adjust low end, and in general help to fine-tune the effect of hearing an actual organ performance. The organ sound is also more of a chamber organ than a massive pipe organ like you might have expected. The harp sound really delivers, though. At pianissimo, the attack almost gets that fingertip whisper that is so unique to live harp playing, and the harmonics sound real instead of electronically enhanced. I also like the richness of the low notes. I could have tweaked this sample a little more, but even without messing with the tempo too much, it's still pretty expressive. The other keyboard sounds include a pretty decent clav, electric piano, and Celesta, with some great smart button options. My final rating here is an 8.9. It would be 9.9 like the percussion, but I feel that the choices of classical organ patches were far too limited for the scope of Sibelius scoring. There should be a variety of selections, from a rich cathedral shaking pipe organ sound to a subtle flute stop Baroque chamber organ for continuo work. As it is, I could not use the organ sounds provided here to realize passages of the planets and Also Sprach Zarathustra. They just don't cut it. Despite this big hole in the sound set, The other sounds are very well crafted, and feel right to a keyboardist and pianist like me, who's played nearly every type of board in every professional situation. Stand by for the next installment in this series, my review of the wind sounds from Sibelius 7.